Henda, you are now entering a space for Black history. Welcome to Black excellence. Do not fear, for if you do, just sip on some grandeur.
We got 107 views. I told you. Welcome to episode of the podcast and chill. We are back.
Is it like a standard for you to greet in bed?
We got a special announcement to make today, 7th of November, 2020. Give it up for the one and only Sol Penuka. So the next milestone, Sol, are you ready for this? We're trying to fill up Sunbet Arena in Pretoria on the 15th of April for our 1 million subscribers event.
1 million.
1 million.
Hey, but I'm scared about this one, so.
The bottom is a bottle store, and the second floor where the comedy happens, there's a comedy room, and the backstage looks like a children's play area. There's you know what I mean? Like, there's
Side.
we've got 10 minutes to kill here. What can we do? Hey, boy, it's got like fates.
No way, not KG. Hey,
Fates are like,
Shout out, man. How do you do it?
I'm fat. Gotta hold on, bro.
This man went and bought a goldfish and put it in a. I get it when you buy it, they put it
in a plastic before the bowl.
Yeah. And then he gave it to the chick. He said, "You're the only fish in the sea for me."
Yo, big bars.
Second break, that fish was dead.
Serious, dog.
If I opened my wife's door today, she'd think, Uguti, I did something wrong.
Robopops, awubiza ama-cheese girl nama-cheese boy da. We motivate, then we laugh as well. Stay on brand, never hard to sell. Got real chats, nama LOL. So we both got gang and we blessed as hell. Siyadlala story, petting nama guest and I said moy. You want nama bundles, not of joy. Said it's pop pops and robot boys. Popcorn and cheese, popcorn and cheese. Popcorn and cheese. What is this one? Popcorn and cheese. Call it boy like friends like these. Popcorn and cheese. Popcorn and cheese. Popcorn and cheese. Call it boy like friends like these.
Titi, feel free to. You got the thing.
You've got that mic there that looks like the one at Soccer City. Is that my mic? For the crowd. So from there, it can hear you from there.
But my get soccer seat.
It can hear you from there, don't worry.
No, it's fine. We can hear you. It's fine.
I agree it's the one, yeah, crowd.
Yeah. So speak with the crowd voice.
I mean, that's the one.
It's the one where we can hear the coach go, hey, Masebamba!
Sorry. Okay.
Sorry. Have we started?
Yes, it has begun. It has begun.
Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another episode of Popcorn and Cheese. We are broadcasting live. Well, we are live right now, but when you see it, it won't be live. From Stream In Studios. Ladies and gents, these people have studio facilities, green screens, lights, cameras, Wi-Fi, and electricity. So if you want to shoot something during load shedding, they've got you covered. If the power goes, they have generation. This is Stream In Studios, First Avenue in Parkhurst, West.
Generation.
Yes. All right.
They've got generation.
You are not even reading that.
They've got generation.
Generation.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the building.
That's brutal.
They've got generation now. How do you, when you have a generator, how do you generate power?
The legacy
It's
or the
generational
machine.
electrical wealth.
Okay.
That is cool.
Oh, it is cool.
And you're probably wondering, who is this man that doesn't know English?
Which
My
one is
man,
this one?
Which one is this one? Ladies and gentlemen, we searched the whole country.
High and
We
low.
decided we want to import someone. As Funama local, Sati Google, Sati, who can we get who lives in the country but overseas?
Danko.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from South Africa Light, from the city of Cape Town. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cheese boys and cheese girls.
Come on.
Help us welcome to Popcorn and Cheese, a man who's never seen a pothole because there aren't anywhere he lives. Let's give it up for the one and only KG Mogari!
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Hey man, thank you for being
Shout
here.
out.
Yeah.
Thank you for being
Yeah,
here, man.
humble beginnings. We just changed the color of the backdrop
Yeah,
from
we just
grey
got a
to
new
blue.
backdrop, yeah.
This is not humble at all. This is cool. I know humble. There's nothing humble here.
Hey.
This is top class. They've got the best DOP in the game here.
My man.
Hello, Chief. They've got like the microphone for the stadium. Look, guys, it's
I understand.
proper kitted. This is not games.
No, we have to prepare for you, KG.
Yes,
Ah, we
it's
had-
intimidating a little bit.
No, but we had a guest from Cape Town coming. All the way
Hello.
from Cape Town.
Thank you.
Hey,
Later.
what brings you to Joburg?
Blacks only.
Oh,
I was doing
nice.
blacks only last night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then it's blacks only, and then seeing the family. I think that's it.
Oh, dope. You
Yeah,
got
I
family
was-
this side?
My family is here. I grew up in Pretoria,
Oh, dope.
so it's that vibe of coming to do the show and
but at the same
go
time,
see the old lady,
pay rent,
and then
yeah.
ke kgane mama. Ke tlhabe ka ditlhareng ya.
Okay. Oh, so our Kala Cape Town. Ukhuti,
Out here.
Yeah, ke hotse Biduri. Ke hotse Mabopane.
012.
Straight.
Jesus.
Cheese boys and cheese girls from
Yeah.
012. Show some love. Digital love.
Wow, our gospel artist is from the 012.
Hey, I was like, where does that pop come from?
Did you hear that? So did you start comedy in Pretoria or did you go to Cape Town and start your comedy career there?
I started comedy in Cape Town.
In Cape Town.
Oh yeah, in Cape Town, in Athlone.
In
In-
Athlone.
yeah, in the weirdest, most beautiful comedy room ever. Like, it's like, wow. The bottom is a bottle store. It's 2 floors. The bottom is a bottle store, and the second floor where the comedy happens, there's a comedy room, and the backstage looks like a children's play area.
Oh,
There's
Whoa,
like,
whoa, whoa.
you know what I
okay.
mean? Like, there's like
Whoa. Children's play
SpongeBob
area.
SquarePants pictures.
Mara the bottle
Under
store.
the sea area. You don't know what the hell is going on.
Is it a crash maybe during the day?
No one knew. Like, no one knew. Like,
And
we
this is
all
where you
walked
guys
in,
hung
we
out
were like,
backstage.
what actually is going on? Yeah, and then you arrive there, and the comics that are there, like, it's a backstage. There's smoking. You're like, what's going? It doesn't look like they have been.
So
No,
are you
dude,
telling me
Smoking
that?
Khona Little Ninja Turtles, Luna
And then
Lagoon.
SpongeBob, and then there's laughter, then
Yeah, but
there's bottle
it
stores
looks
at the
like
bottom.
it hasn't been a crash. It hasn't been a crash. It wasn't a crash for a long time. It's just that
Or someone
the
had an
designs are
idea.
still there. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
Like,
it's not like all these things are running at once.
no, it doesn't look
Yeah.
like. I don't know. dog.
Like it
It's
used to
just
be a
like-
crash, and then the crash didn't work out. Like the parents.
Yeah, they were like, ah,
So
what's
because
this?
for Riazis.
When it was a crash, there's Carl.
Yeah,
The kids, and
you
now
know,
it's
like,
Carling, Black Label. With
Yeah,
the,
dude, it was weird. You're like, I don't know what's going on here, but it's a beautiful place for stand-up.
And
It's
it made
got that-
sense.
For stand-up, it makes sense. Like,
okay,
for
because like
stand-up, you
material
go,
wise.
the disorder here makes sense. Like, there's a disorder nyana that's very like. Even the crowd is like, it's fun, but you.
It's weird because you're in 3 places at once.
Like,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
bottle
like,
store
where am
crash.
I really?
theater.
Yeah, like it has that vibe of like, this thing is disorderly, but it works.
Dope.
like-
What kind of material would come out of a place like that?
Talk about
It's
crayons.
material for that place.
Crayons.
Yeah,
pots.
like I mean, I was starting out, so I was talking nonsense. Can we curse here? Like, we're not allowed to curse.
We
I should have
yeah,
asked.
we don't because we insinuate.
So yeah,
Okay, all right.
family
Yeah.
show.
So we say wiener.
So yes,
poop.
I understand.
Poop.
Poop.
That's a dude.
And the things our parents did to conceive us.
Yes,
Alright.
that's how we yabo.
They lay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
They
LIB,
laid.
LIB,
Yeah.
and then
Laid in
They
bed.
then B,
performed
then
coitus.
BRB, and then
All right. No, I'm on board.
Wow. So our dads hit a BRP.
nah.
What did BRP? I think BRP is be right back, and then they never come back.
This is weird.
Hey, Hey,
My daddy
You said
never came back.
LIB and BRB. So talking about not coming back,
I love you, Dad.
you
Even though you didn't come back. But he did. He did. My dad did come back. My dad and I are close. Came back many years later.
when?
Man, but he was cool. Like the world hadn't moved him. You know, like dads normally
Come back when the world has
after
moved
the
them.
world has moved them.
Now you must give them
but my
e-wallet.
dad was still cool when he
It's
came
when
back.
you must give him an e-wallet now when they come back.
Yeah,
and say,
no,
"Ah."
it
No, he
wasn't
came
that.
back
It was
with
still-
he still had a bit of
Yeah,
money.
he was still
He had
very
his looks.
cool. Like, oh, cool, all right. Yeah.
Besant pegane eye to eye, man to man.
Almost.
But that's like a good thing though. It's like better late than never. I don't know how you guys feel about
like
it.
it's dope. Like my dad and I are very, very close. Like we're close in the extreme. So like he came back.
So the day he came back, what was happening?
Let's go.
No, dog. It's like my
Like
mom
no-
and dad were not together, so it's not like he came back into my life type of vibe.
Oh, it's not like he came one day.
Yeah, but it was
and
not
then
like one of
Abu
those.
Lamnyako and asked for a
No,
drink.
okay. I'm sorry, it wasn't like that. It was like, yo, what's up? And then it's like he
What's
never
up? What's
left.
up?
Wait, what did he say?
But
Did
my
he
8
hit
years
you with
apart.
that?
What's up? What's up?
No, I don't even remember. Like it wasn't like a special conversation of like I don't know. It was just like it was a non-event. It was very South African. It was a black dad vibe. It was like
I think I know what happened.
you know what I mean? Like there was no. You can't say like there was guilt or not. It was what it was. It was like okay, cool. That's that. I've always known Guti. That's my dad. It's not like I didn't know that.
Okay, I
was my
think
dad.
yeah, that makes a difference.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I've always like, oh, that's my dad. And also like it was weird because like my dad didn't stay far from where we stayed. It was like in the next block.
So he left and then he moved opposite. Back opposite. Your dad
You know what
left,
I mean?
but he was living back
so
opposite.
it wasn't like because I had a relationship with the family, but not with him.
Okay, so you'd bump into each other, go like at the shop.
Yeah, but it was
sometimes.
cool. Like it was cool. Like I had this like this uncle that I run into that
That looks
embraces
familiar.
me and you know, like and then the neighbors when you start growing up, they're like, yo, now this is Kimwana. You know what I mean?
Totally
And you're
tata.
like, who's yeah, and we look alike, but then I actually look alike. We'll actually look alike.
So when did you start
And
putting
I was
two and
like,
two together?
"Ma,
one
people
normal?
are saying
no,
that guy is
man.
my father. You're like, yeah,
And then
he's
she
your
hit you
dad.
with the "Kupa, dude, sit down.
Yeah,
I need
no,
to
there
tell you
was
something.
No, my house doesn't have like a let's sit down. I wanna. My house is like there it is.
You seem
there's
like
no-
you grew up in a
there's
chilled
no, like-
environment.
No, it's not chilled, dog. Like I think my house doesn't have like observing protocol. We just
Oh,
say
I
the
get
thing.
you. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
there's
yes.
no like we just say the thing and it's there. And
Not
whatever.
like the strict tradition in the what.
No, I never grew up with like strict parents. Like my parents have always been. My mom has always been like very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been like proper cool.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, my mom there, you know, me mahele type of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the vibe.
That's dope, man. Because that made that thing easy for you. Because I would imagine your dad, if you hadn't seen him in a long time, he would, you know how black parents are.
Yeah.
When they don't see you, they come to you. They're like, "Since I'm born," and they hit you. Can you still see me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
me.
know, dog.
It's
It
like
wasn't.
who?
Ooh,
Nah, bro.
Look
for
at
me,
me.
it wasn't that. It wasn't like me like No,
Yeah.
it wasn't that. It was like, oh, okay.
Does it?
Oh, that's
Oh,
my
has mom told you
okay.
yet?
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
okay, you know.
and then it helps that like we open, my mom and I, like the older I grow, it's like there's another layer of openness that we
Nice.
hate, you know, like we just talk freely and
And
you know, we fight freely and we get along freely. Like
what kind of a dad has that made you? That situation that you grew up in,
I
has it influenced the type of dad that you are now?
don't know, dog.
Because you're a cool dad.
I am.
You're just giving the cool
Yeah, I'm a
vibes.
cool dad, but I do it from imagination. I do it from what I imagine it is, right? And I'm paranoid because my child goes to stand up. Like my child
I actually wanted to bring
to
that up.
watch you and
to watch everyone.
Dog,
my child
she's
knows
always
stand
there.
up like
Yeah.
proper. She knows people's jokes. She knows stand up like
And how
in
old
the
is she?
local. She's 11, but she's been coming to stand up like since 4.
Yes, I remember
Like,
when
it's a
when I did
thing.
my show in Cape Town, you came with her.
Yeah,
every time I'm with
bro.
you in Cape Town, she's there with us backstage.
Yeah, I think like I'm a very family
Active,
orientated.
you're an active father, bro.
Like
Shout out.
I like being with my family. It's like my thing. I don't like when we met last week. I was with my brother-in-law.
Yes.
Yeah, like I like my crew is my family. Like I don't. Yeah, I actually like being
Family
with my
man.
family.
You deserve a hey, hey.
It's not that I don't get tired of them. I do.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm away from my daughters
Whoa.
and I'm going. Oof.
Shapa Kimoya.
Yes. You know, like I'm a parent. I get tired of my kids. Like I get to a point where I'm like, yo, I made a mess here. I was especially with the 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, yo, I was home free. Like I was home free. Why
You were
did
happy
I,
with the one.
Why did I make another kid? Like
Keep peer pressure. I get everyone around is like,
no, I said
oh,
peer pressure. I get locked down.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah.
Lockdown. Lockdown is a mission boredom. You get bored, bro.
So you decided to LIB when you are bored.
When you're bored, chief, you like, hey, what's on Netflix? And she goes, nothing. You're like, oh, God. What's on Showmax? She goes, nothing. You're like, do you wanna?
Maybe
LIB.
LIB.
You know.
You could have just said, hey, G2G,
And
my
it's
man.
not even like it's not even an exciting one, you know. It's like okay, hey, you know, might as well.
How much?
That's love, dog. True love has got the wild side, and they're like,
The side.
we've got 10 minutes to kill here. What can we do? Hey,
Hey.
boy, it's got like fates.
No way, not KG. Hey,
Fates are like Otomile, you know, like
Utomile.
That's crazy.
Why wapere BVD as Spider-Man? Hey, Utomile.
Yeah, why?
BVG.
You know, like it's got
How long have you been with your missus, man?
Yo, it's gonna be what? 22 years this year?
22
years.
years. 22 years.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out, man. How do you do it?
I'm fat. Gotta hold on, bro.
Wait, whoa, yeah?
Gotta hold on, my dog.
Yeah?
No, it's not that, bro. But there's also that vibe of like, I don't want to start I don't want to start a relationship. I don't want to start a new relationship. Like, I don't have dreams of being
Is it the admin?
Yeah,
Reintroducing
the
to
admin.
friends.
You swap when you think of the
Yeah.
admin.
Yeah,
I won't lie.
I'm good at this relationship. Like I've been doing it for a long time, so I'm an expert at this relationship, right? Like after 20 years, you know a person, right? You know a person. I'm at love, which allows me to be like I'm at love. I don't want to start this process.
That's such a dope
What is
thing,
love,
bro.
love? What level is love?
It's that level where I'm sure that I want to be with this person
For the rest of
forever.
your life.
Like it's that level of like, if she got sick and she couldn't wipe her bum, I'd wipe it. That's love. I'm there, right? But I don't want to do the work of getting here with someone else. This is too much. It's like
So you're walking around looking at people going, Wena, I will never wipe your bums.
like yo, I feel like I'm
Pops
happy.
was generating something
No,
in his
dude,
head.
like I'm happy, right? But if we broke up, I wouldn't do this again.
But no
it's-
lie,
it's-
like, firstly, shout out for that, you know? Like,
Yeah.
we've got a generation right now that's given up on love, and I still also believe in love, so 22 years is dope.
oh, dope, yeah.
And let's talk about the fact that the admin of starting a new relationship is also like, it's also just like, hey, I must reintroduce to
Before we go anywhere, Ukshela
Oh,
to Mac. When last did you Mac?
and you need to solve the process before you mag into.
and you know what happens now? Now you can explain the things that are happening. You can explain the mental illnesses, right? Like you can explain how they've got like abandonment issues. Oh, this is you. You can see these things. Like back in the day, you'd be like, chiriya ya half. Now you can like.
Now you know what the
now you're
actual problem is,
now I
like-
must deal with this. And,
Okay, insecurity,
You
daily
know what I mean?
issues.
Like if you met somebody 20 years ago, you could be like, oh, she's going mad again. Okay, this is the cure for this madness. Now that you can explain the madness, you're like, but this is not my problem. You know, like
Yes,
you
yes,
go sort
yes.
out the thing. Like I'm not ready to start a new relationship. I'm not.
But
ready,
just
dog.
starting from scratch, like you have to share, la. like
Yo, dog.
like that approach, like because we didn't grow up in this generation of DM. I think the cheese boys and the cheese girls, they shell out with a hey on a DM
And you're done.
and you're done.
There's
And
no more
but
shelling these days, eh?
We had to walk up to. How did you shell out your missus?
I was hooked up by a friend.
Oh,
Through pass.
blind
Yeah,
date.
through pass. Like,
Nearly
hey,
through pass.
hey, yeah, proper. Like, hey.
Where's the guy now? Was he your best man at the wedding?
She was my wife's like maid of honor.
Ah,
dope. Yeah, 'cause do you know what? I
man.
think with marriage and like weddings, you have to acknowledge the people that are about the relationship also. Because now you with people that are there when you are sharing, then when you get married, so you look through
Oh
passing.
no, dog. Like we're still like a
That's dope.
still a unit.
I'm sure she
Yeah.
was so chuffed at the wedding, like telling
Oh,
everyone.
yeah, like
I
I do
did
that
this.
thing. Like I hooked them
Yeah.
up. It's me. If
Was
it
her
works for
speech the
me,
longest one?
You do, yeah. It's that vibe. Like, oh,
Besi
yeah.
said chicken licking, and then nga order.
But
Yay.
Yeah, hey, there's also that.
Hey.
There's also that.
it's life.
Yay.
dog.
Because now I've hooked you up, you're happy. Hey, successful, there's
Maybe I
money.
want to be
I
happy.
also want to be happy.
Cave.
You know when they start hitting you with gahle, gahle, I was actually trying to hook you up with me. Marangit's miso was in the picture.
Do you know what I think? I think if you know how to share,
Yeah.
you're a beast in the game.
Because there's an
In a
art.
world where people can't share,
Yes.
and you have the lines,
The
you're a
bars.
beast in the game, bro. You're old school.
Yeah, the fact
Yeah,
that you can
the-
approach.
Lalela,
And you
should
take
man.
charge. You're like, yeah, we're going out this day night, 7 o'clock. I'll pick you up. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I Uber. I feel like if you can do the old school like
From like approach you, first of all, talk
The
to you
approach,
face to face.
yeah, like
Right? Not like a 2-line text, write a full message.
yeah, dude. Like
Pick you
I think
up.
like if you make like a call, not even like a WhatsApp call, like a call.
Yeah, at time.
You know, like yeah,
Yes.
like, you do those things for 2 weeks, and then from there you're like WhatsApp, true colors, halala. You know what I mean?
Back to default settings.
You look like you had lines, dog.
No, it's the Lalela ipakethe yokuqala ngamanzi mina ngiqala ngawe.
Ah,
Yay! Yay!
That's the
Yay!
that's the back in the card.
No, but you know what the
dude.
problem with pickup lines is sometimes you didn't prepare for what comes next. Because sometimes you're just so worried about landing the pickup line.
That's your
Then
response.
she goes, wow, that's dope. So let's do this thing. And you're like, I didn't
yeah.
I didn't think
Yeah,
you would
it
agree.
lands.
I
It's
thought
like-
you were gonna be like, yo, that's crazy.
Because lines are wild.
funny.
Like when you drop a line, you feel yourself good. Yeah, man, shy. But this line.
A friend of
Yo, yo,
mine,
yo, yo,
a friend of mine. This is to show you how old I am. A friend of mine was in Winwin Primary. He was making on this one girl. This man went and bought a goldfish and put it in a. I get it when you buy it, they put it
Yeah,
in
in a plastic,
In a plastic.
before the bowl.
Yeah. And then he gave it to the chick. He said, "You're the only fish in the sea for me."
Yo, big bars.
Second break, that fish was dead.
Did
Serious, dog. It can't survive.
he not come with the food? And that
Die.
drip that you must put in the.
Yeah, that did not work out. Yeah.
Yo, but that's a good one.
But that's an old school approach. And I feel like we've lost that.
I think, dude, if you've got like some old school, I think so.
Pick
Like,
up
I
lines.
think if you've got lines, bro, you've got lines and the ethic, like ethic vibes. I think you'd be like the
You
hottest.
can land, nah?
Yeah.
Because women these days, they do appreciate those gestures too, like opening doors. I still do that.
Yeah,
and a lot of
like,
people don't
You
do
still
that.
open doors after 22 years?
Okay, but your career has opened doors for you, nah? He's already in the car. Samba.
Do you open doors when you're in trouble?
No, dude. Like I'd open doors for a building, not a car door. Like I'd be lying. Like
Okay.
now like omong lomong a wule lo batila hai. Like let's you know what I mean? Like I haven't even thought about it. Like if I opened my wife's door today, she'd think Uguti, I did something wrong.
Kechi seyazingcengela manje wenzeni?
And then when you know like and then, okay, and then yeah, it would be weird. But like it's you know like a long-term relationship hits that level of like you guys can hang out and not say a word and it
Comfortable
be fun.
silence.
Yeah, like there's no pressure of like I'm trying to impress. Like I'm in, dog. Like
Love. You said it.
yeah,
Level
it's
love.
Yeah,
Because that's also another thing about meeting a new person and being with a new person is like think about where you are right now. You have a wealth of knowledge. You've got stories for days. So meeting someone new means you have to now retell all these stories.
Dude.
Because I'm sure your wife has heard all your stories.
dude, I'm 40, dog. If I meet somebody new, the last 22 years, last 21 years is with someone, I'm going to annoy this person with the news of the last everything that I did in the last
22 years.
I did with Ellen. If I meet in Tabising, I'm gonna annoy her. This is like
You're going to be saying 2 times, and then you know what Ellen said after I told her?
yeah, like
Ellen was crazy.
like
man.
all my experience, like, hey, have you been to? Yeah, no, we went with Ellen. And like, have you had? Yeah, no.
When she
Ellen
orders
and I,
something,
we,
You know
dude,
that
like,
moment that was Ellen's favorite drink, yeah.
Yeah, like it's yeah, no.
And then out of nowhere,
Kechi.
I'm saying, "Amanyan."
Yeah, dog. Like yeah.
Nah, I get you.
That's
Big time.
crazy.
I get you, man. It's so beautiful to see black love like this.
Mm.
But I think what's dope for us, right, is we want to understand what it takes to get there. Pella, we only hear stories like this from our parents, dog. You know, where it's like
The Begazelling
yeah,
generation.
the Begazelling generation.
Those 3 rings. All those ones.
those ones.
Anyone that's got those 3 gold and silver, that
Hey,
ring that come in a
dog.
combo is the Begazelling gang.
I don't know what it takes, bruh. Like, I don't know. I know how to be. I don't know, bruh. We just do the thing. Like, we just do the thing. It's for me. It's like I know I don't want to be with other people, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just here. Like even when there's like major beef, I know why we are not breaking up. Like, if we broke up, I'd be very surprised. I'd be like, yo,
That's the last
I'd be
level
like,
of
yo,
love.
but
Yeah.
Helen,
I'm
But
like,
some-
Helen,
but
I know we fight, but break up.
I'd be like, "Dwelo gafa." You know, like,
yeah.
like, hey, dwelo gafa. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. It's not in like a realm of.
It's not an option.
It's not Uguti. It's not even. It's a thing that I don't think about.
Helen's gonna watch this and be like, that's not an option.
Yeah,
it's not though. It's
yeah,
something you
but she's
both
gonna
don't
watch
entertain.
this. She's gonna watch this, and then she goes, "Good liver, so papa, mama, you podcast. Hey, why don't know papa? You know like that." I'm like,
It sounds like a lot of times you've said, I don't know, a lot of times actually in this
Yeah.
whole interview.
yeah,
So it's giving me an understanding that a lot of things you do is just from your heart and just from a passion. You don't even have the template, you don't even have the reasons, but it's just who you are. And like,
I don't try to figure things out like that. I think if I know the thing, I know the thing. And sometimes I think even with stand up, I don't try and figure out how I do stand up or what my technique is or what inspires me. I just do it.
you just stand up.
But it's like, and the reason why I go stand up is because I love it the same way as I love my wife. Like it's the thing for me. Those are the 2 loves of my life, like my family and my stand up, right? So I pretty much do them the same way. I don't figure out how I do it. I don't figure out why I do it. Those are not thoughts that I'm able to.
Like calculated risks is like,
I
It's
just
not a
do the
thing.
thing. I
But you
just
know-
do.
You know where I want to jump in with this, KG? For me, when I look at your stand-up, right, you're so clinical, dude. Like,
Yeah.
in terms of how you construct your material, your gags, your whole story, like your entire set, whether you're doing a set or you're doing a one-man show,
Yeah.
there's a level of, and I'm using this word loosely, perfectionism.
Okay.
There's a level of perfectionism that I get from your stand-up,
Okay.
you know? And you mentioned it as well, saying you love your wife and you love stand-up.
Yeah.
And the reason why you say you would never leave your wife is because you've perfected
Yeah.
your love,
Because
your
I've been
marriage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So would you say there's a level of perfection to how you choose to do things?
I don't think it's perfection. It's the thing that I do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. It's not perfect at all. Like, it's when you see the gag and you go, that gag is perfect. I have been working on it. Right? So I know in my heart when I'm working. Yeah, I know in my
That's
heart when I'm
bars.
working on a gag, like it's missing something, right? Or it's missing a different point of view, or I just know like it's not finished. It's like the gag says, "Dog, I'm not finished," and then I'll find the finishing touch. Like I'll just find it. I don't know how I find it.
It's in the preparation. Maybe that's what the perfection is.
Yeah, I
gonna be.
think when you do the thing, you develop a sense of, you know, like when you, it's not even like Uti, it's a gift. I think it's like it's the work. You know, I think when you play football, you develop a thing to do with the ball that just comes to you because your brain sort of
Is wired in that way.
it wants to figure it out and get it right. Is it perfect? There's jokes that I do and I look at, I'm like, whoa, this joke is good, right? But then I was intentional in wanting to write really good jokes. According to me, it's like I want to write really good jokes that make me happy. Like I look at my jokes and I go, ooh, yeah.
Hey man, I look at your jokes and I go, whoo.
Hey,
myself.
I look at my jokes, I'm like, yeah, no. You know, like,
And it's so cool how now that you've explained the wife and your comedy, it's the same principles.
yeah, it really is. Like it's
Time,
the
effort,
things that
and working
they're
on it.
there. It's like I gotta get it. I gotta do the work for it.
Yeah.
And that's the work. I'm intentional about being with Ellen forever. I'm intentional about
Doing
just
stand-up forever.
writing dope gags. Like that's and there for me, it's like when somebody is intentional about I'm doing great paintings. You know,
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
that's my vibe. I'm intentional about. Oh man, I wanna write about nuclear weapons or South Africa's position in the nuclear what. And then that's what I want.
When
Like-
did when did you
And then-
realize that? When did it hit you that yo, I'm this guy and I wanna run with stand up?
When I saw stand up and I thought like, man, I think I could do that. And then I did it. And after I did it, I was like, no, but I did not watch stand up prior to when I saw it. And then here's another thing. Even now, I don't really consume stand up.
Same. Yeah.
Right? Like I don't like for me to watch it, other comics have gotta go, you have to see.
Yes.
Like recommended.
Yeah, I like being
won't
in
just-
comedy
Yes.
clubs, right? But for being in the comedy club, in the space,
Not to watch.
not necessarily to watch. I just like being in the space. I like being surrounded by comics because they get me and I get them. Like we get each other. I feel like sometimes people don't get me, but comics they get me even when my thoughts are just like
Outlandish.
like yo,
Yeah.
this would be out of
Outlandish.
line
Yeah.
everywhere else. But here
In a normal setting, someone would look at you like, what? But a comic will go,
Yeah.
that's a dope gag.
that's dope. You know
they
what I mean?
understand, yeah.
Yeah. Here's another thing though. I don't workshop my jokes with comics.
Why not?
I think it's
comics look for punchline in my space.
Yeah.
Comics look for punchline. So I'd go, what do you think of? And then comics be like, there's a joke,
say
there's a joke,
this,
there's a
yeah,
joke.
like
I don't necessarily go, there's a joke, there's a joke.
You want
I go,
why?
this is what I think of the thing.
he doesn't want his thinking process to be altered.
Yeah. And then when I've put the thought out, comics can go, yeah, but you missed this, you missed
And
that.
you said
missed
that.
And then with every joke, I can tell you who contributed what to the joke.
Okay,
But at the
yes.
beginning, I literally call friends like, yo, I'm thinking about A, B, C, D, F, G. What do you think? And then my friends who are not comics,
They'll give an
they're not
honest
looking for
opinion.
jokes.
Yeah.
They're just trying to tell me
yeah.
what they think.
That
So it
makes
works
sense.
because I talk about what I think.
Because I'm the opposite. Because when I workshop stuff with you, I come with the joke, and then you
Yeah.
go, okay, that's the joke, but how do we get here?
Yeah, but when I do it with you, I go, but how do you feel about the thing?
Yes, all the
Because
time.
for me, funny is everywhere. Funny is not the most difficult thing.
Yeah.
The most difficult thing is how do you feel?
Mm.
Yeah, the funny is everywhere. Like funny, like we can make funny of
Of anything.
Yeah.
The thing
like they're
is,
fun, whether they're
though,
fun or I funny. Like you can still
you know, like
I
yeah.
understand.
For me, the vibe is, but what do you think?
Yes.
What are your politics with regards to that? And then you go, these are my politics, and you go, okay, cool. We work around that. I think Zizi wants to say something.
Is there, I've always wondered, especially with your comedy, is there a type of cost to the type of detail that you probe for in everything that you do, especially on stage?
What do you mean cost?
Is there a cost? You mean like a personal cost? Is there like a personal cost to, like, has he sacrificed so much to be so brilliant? Is that what you're asking?
Essentially, in a way, but what I'm asking is that because you have to focus on the thing, especially if you want to get to that gag, especially that perfect gag, you have to focus on those things. And in your life and everything that you do, what is the cost for you to achieve that kind of perfection? Not perfection, but
Dude, I don't even know if there's a cost. It's just the thing that I do. I don't know if the thing that I do costs me because I don't know what other people do.
Yes.
So I've got my own mechanics and I go like, this is how I do the thing. I don't know if it's costing me or if it's not costing me. I don't.
Yes.
I just know that when it's done, I'm happy.
Oh, nice.
That's
Like with you dancing and singing and whatnot, the cost is you have to stay fit all the time. You have to exercise. You have to
Yeah.
be in
Oh.
studio. You have to. So there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of. I have to create a new song. People are asking
Yeah,
me
like
for a
I
new
think,
song.
yeah, like the prep also, like you not
Oh.
doing workshops with the other comedians is almost what your cost would be to not engage with them like that, so that you can be in your own space and in your own mind.
in that case, then the cost would be I have to read things.
Ah,
But,
So we've
but
got
it's not
books
a
here.
cost for me because I've always read things. So it's not out of like, I don't go out of line to, it doesn't cost me. If I wasn't telling jokes, I'd still be reading things.
okay,
nice.
makes sense.
Is this what led you to Cape Town? Did you leave Pretoria going, Ellen, let's pack our stuff. We're going to Cape Town. I am going to be the best stand-up.
No, that's not how it happened. Ellen got a job in Cape Town, and then
You were
I
like-
followed. I was like, I stayed like rock and roll. I had like all the rock. I packed 6 months worth of rock and roll, and then I got tired. I was like, guys,
Rock and roll.
like rock and roll, like proper, like I'm having fun. Like this is a family show, so whatever you imagine to be rock and roll, that. And then some, all of it. Yes, that too. I did it.
Okay.
And then I was like, yeah, but this is not life.
This is not life.
Yeah, this is not like, and then it was like that vibe of like, but if I don't move, then there's always going to be that thing of like, I did not experience love fully.
Hectic.
But like it was that thing of like I did not experience because we had already moved in together and it was like, yo, dog, it's a huge opportunity. And I was like, yeah, sharp, get the opportunity, go. Right?
How many years in were you guys at the time?
Maybe like 6-7 years.
Oh.
Damn.
Right.
So you were already in that
We were
level of hold
already
it
in
down
the
from
thing,
6,
right?
7 years.
And then it was like a vibe of like, but if I don't follow her, then I am easily going to rob myself of this experience of like life. For me, it was like, let's see what, you know what I mean? Because the relationship fails and then I come back. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And then life happens, whatever, you know. But if I don't do it, then this experiment, this not even this experience, this thing that I've started, then it just ends just like that. Doc, come on.
So when you
gave
left,
yourself 6 months.
I didn't even give myself. They were like, "Yo, I'll look for a job. And then we
Yeah.
kind of did, and then it was like, you are never gonna get a job in Cape Town while you're in Pretoria, bro. Just go."
that's so
right?
crazy. Like,
And then I had a farewell party for 30 days. Like my friends were like,
Wait.
the next 30 days there's gonna be
for
a
30
farewell.
days?
Dude, like it was
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. It
yo,
was
a farewell party for 30 days.
Dude,
Every
like-
day a farewell party for 30
well, it's not like every day,
It's a
but
whole
it
month.
was like you're living in a month, and this month is
But it
just going
celebrates
to
a
be,
KG.
Yeah, this is going to be like
Wavaya.
It's like-
wavaya,
It's
you know
like
what
the
I mean?
DJs that are always having birthday celebrations
You know what I mean?
every weekend.
Yeah,
The
and
whole
then,
year.
yeah, it really. Would I have found stand up? Yeah, maybe. Definitely, I would have found stand up in Joburg. But I don't. I have found it in Cape Town, and that's what it is.
That's so crazy how you followed the love of your life and then you found.
And then I
Bro,
found the other love of my
the
life.
other
and
love
then
of
I was
Yeah.
about to say, a lot of
Yeah.
people
You
in
know?
relationships won't be even willing to move into a different apartment for their partners. And you 5, 6 years in, you left with her, not knowing where it's alang. And you-
dude, for me, like the worst thing that could happen is that I didn't do it.
Yes, that regret.
That's for me,
Yeah,
like,
That's
yeah,
real- that's
and then I
real
have to
love.
spend the rest of my life going, ish, wait, see, if I had, look now,
That's real love.
you know, the pond is, for me, that didn't make sense. Like, and then it was that vibe of like, yo, if I moved, she's going to love me more, and then it's gonna be, dog.
Even that thinking.
And then I did move, and then she didn't love me more. It was just tough. And it was just tough. And I was like, why did I come here? Because like we haven't been together in 6 months. Like we've seen each other like
Yeah.
here and there. But
Now we're starting
you know,
again.
like I had like a rock and roll life, and she was like getting her shit together in Cape Town, preparing for my arrival. And I rock up in Cape Town. You know, like I would be nice times. Like, yo, like are you raga nights? Konale raga nights more, you know?
Dude, how was it being a boy from Pitori Mabopane and going to first world South Africa, Cape Town? Like that's an adjustment, Pella.
Pela, there,
When
one
I-
of the
where you
eight
come
wonders
from-
of the world is there, Chief.
Yeah, there's no service delivery where you come from. And then you get to Cape Town and things are working. You know, there's no potholes. White people.
Like that side, there's pictures of Table Mountain, and then in Cape Town, there's
Ah,
Table
dog.
Mountain.
I think I was too young to see it like that. I think that's not a side of Cape Town that I saw. Also, like I think there's a thing of like, you know, when life is difficult,
yeah.
you just tell yourself, "Kizwa woman." You know, like, "Ngasikobala like DJ, kizwa woman."
Is that the motivation of?
Yeah, it's the thing that you tell yourself, like, but
I
I'm
won't
from
lie, but we
Mawabani.
all have that, eh?
Yeah,
I'm going so weird,
like-
Baba. I'm going
like-
so weird.
Yeah, like you're like, yo, this is difficult, but you know, white people go Burbaga blood.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, but kids on my body. This is
Zulu people also do that.
You know what I mean?
Ngumzulu, man.
Yeah, like, but kids on my body. Ngabala like kids on my
That's
You know what I
crazy.
mean? Yeah. That's the vibe. So like,
It wasn't a hard adjustment.
no, it wasn't. Because I say things. Like I don't chicken out of saying things, and it's not that I'm a difficult person, but I get a lot while you are blind. You know,
Okay,
like
yeah.
that vibe. So
Like quiet, but don't test me.
Yeah, it's not that kabeta or anything like that. I give it I would lose any fight. Like I've actually haven't been in a fight that I won. But you know what I mean?
Whoa, okay.
I haven't been in a fight where I was victorious.
How many fights have you been?
No, dude, like
How many fights?
all 3 or 4 of them. But you see, like, but here's the vibe. But you know, like, it's that vibe of like, because I know I'm not gifted.
Yeah.
I don't.
So 4-0.
Hade me bras. I'm like, sorry, di bra. Hade.
So these
Like
3
I
fights.
said, sorry, fast.
These 3 fights.
Unavoidable.
What happened? First
Unavoidable.
fight.
Unavoidable. Dog, I remember in high school, what did I do to this guy?
Did he make
I
fun of you
roasted
and
him
you were
or-
losing in the competition?
Roasted him like he was a bully. No, like I'm in the school bus.
Did you pee on him?
No,
Oh,
dog.
thank God.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
No, so I'm taking a
We're
school
safe,
bus
guys.
like from Omani to like Pretoria West, and then there's this guy that's because I lived. Well, I lived. We moved from Omani to Philip Nel Park, right?
Yeah.
Like, and in Pretoria West. So, but I'd go to visit my grandmother's house, and then in the morning I'd take like a school bus with other children and roll. And then I just happened to sit at the back, and this dude was just roasting everybody.
I sing the pattern.
And
Okay.
then he roasted me too. And then now I thought we are all roasting each other. This is-
Oh, so you replied.
oh, me I replied.
He's
like,
This guy doesn't
Unroastable.
know he's roasting a professional.
yeah, now I'm like,
He's unroastable.
you know, like, me I roast back, like, and I started including, you know,
grandmothers.
like, it's like old roasts. It was
you-
like,
did you
it
include
was
his
even
grandmother?
Stupid. Yeah, dog, I was just
Who had passed on?
roasting everything, and I was like, would you guys accept this guy? Go ahead, or like, look at him. Would you? And then it was like a weird situation where people are like, no, like
People are getting involved in
yeah,
the
people
roast.
are getting involved.
Oh, you were doing
And
crowd
then-
work in the
yeah,
bus.
and then,
Oh.
like, yeah, when that's
Crowd
and then
work.
the next thing, like, I'm getting moved. And then there was like, we're going up a hill not too far from school, and he was like, follow her base.
Yeah.
He was like, get off. He was like, follow her. And I was like, who does that? You know, like when you're like, what do you mean follow her? And I was like, he's being for real. Like, I'm
And then
gonna
did
have
you get
to-
off the bus?
Dog, for my safety, I got off.
And you walked the rest of the way home.
Yeah, I got off.
He
Like,
beat you and threw you off the
dude,
bus.
like I jumped out and I fell and I rolled. And then I was like, ah! And then I was like, yeah.
That's like a
was it.
movie.
Yeah,
scene.
bro. But
Yes.
it's those vibes where you like, life was like that.
Do you still remember the other 2 fights?
Clement. The other-
Whoa, the guy's name is Clement.
Wait, is this the second fight or the first
No, the
fight?
first fight.
First
Clement.
Clement.
the-
Yeah, I
yes.
want to say the second fight is
Yeah,
hectic.
yeah.
If it starts with the name.
Yeah, Clement.
You never forget the
Tiger
guy.
sequence.
Yeah.
Clement.
The other one is like, dude just smacked. He smacked me, dog. Like, that dude just smacked. Like, and I was
Why?
willing to fight. I was ready, dog. I was like, yo, let's do this. And then he smacked me, dog. Like, it was a smack. You know, the smack of going, okay, this is not going anywhere. Like my contribution in this fight ends now. I was like, oh, okay.
Was it one of those smacks that feel like 3 smacks?
And it was like, it was a quick combo, like, ta-ta. I was like, yo. So, yo. Was quick, dog. A dude had combos before combos existed. You know? I thought we were going to be throwing fists. And I, ta-ta.
So you are ready to fight Yanati Tata. And then,
Dude, I'm ready, bro. I'm like, yo, we're gonna do this thing. And then the third fight was like on the 31st. It was the 31st of
remember the-
December, bro. Like
Standard.
over a girl.
New Year's
Oh
Eve.
yeah, there was a mess.
Over
It
a
was in the
girl.
middle of town. Yo, dude, like
Did someone kiss
it
you?
was like on Van der Walt Street. That bruh slapped me so hard I heard like taxis go beep, 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 beep. Like my memory of that smack is taxis, dog. Like I can never hear taxis hooting the same way. You know, like you know when you're used to being in an area, you don't hear the noise. You don't hear it. You're like
you know,
you don't. It's not noisy.
so when someone goes through a traumatic experience, right?
Yeah.
There's these things that bring back the trauma. I tell them even to this day, it's like a
Dude, like, yo, bruh.
How did you hear them? So it was like,
Dude, everything, my world became silent. It's like silent, like harmony, like, you know,
after the
and I was like, whoa, like, it was like a moment of zen. It was a zen moment. It was a zen moment, bro. Like, I was hitting the 7th chakra proper, dog. Like, it was silent, dude. Like, there was no, like, people making noise and selling things that did not exist.
But why? What happened? What?
Dude, it was over a girl. I was seeing a girl and I don't know, they were together. It's a whole thing. And
so you were the side.
hey,
So you were on
dog,
pop-ups?
Yo, bro, I was
No.
young, man.
Last week, you
So,
and then Kasait.
wow.
Where was this?
It was in Pretoria, bro. It was on
Church
this
Street.
Van der Walt. This was on Van der Walt and I think it's Vermeulen there. But yeah, it was Van der Walt and Vermeulen.
So did he like
And
bug you
there's
guys?
a
Did he
lot of
catch you
people,
guys?
dog. Like, Mombela di taxis at Ridgeville.
Yo.
Beep, 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 beep,
Yo,
beep.
there we go.
Dude, that guy smacked me, bro.
Were you
Yeah.
with her and then
Dude.
he came up to you guys?
Yeah, bro. Like, I was in there and he was like,
Holding
dude,
hands.
nah, like, my understanding was that the relationship is done.
Mm.
But
Hey.
yo, not according to him, bro.
Your
Like,
understanding, eh?
yo, dog.
Was
my
he a bitter
understanding was
ex?
all wrong, bro. Ish, dog. I don't know, and I don't want to talk bad about people.
So-
Let's just say I don't know what was going on.
So you and
All-
Mildred.
All I
wa-
know is that I
Niliko
was there to
taxi.
fetch my girl.
Yes.
I was there to fetch my girl, Kirite Diwani, and then we're going to have fun. And it did not end up like that. It was just like I
So
got smacked.
so
bro.
you guys were on your way somewhere together. You and
No, she was still at work, bruh. Like I was there. I arrived early. Like
Wait,
finished,
was she
like,
not
you know,
there when
bruh.
you got smacked?
No, like I arrive at work and then they're like, yo, dude's there. I was like, it doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. And then the dude arrived and he called me by my middle name. Dominique. I'm like,
yeah. How did he know your name?
How did you know your middle name?
I don't even know, dog.
There's
And-
only a few
I-
people who know you by that
and then,
name.
dog, I think I changed my name to Gahiso after that smack.
All your life you've been Dominic. Until
Yo,
that
bro,
slap.
like
Kagiso.
I was like, hey, what? Pa! And then like my life changed. I was like, oh, the name changed. And, that's yeah.
Dominique.
Dominic.
Yeah.
That man called you by your VIN number.
Dude,
engine
that guy
number.
went straight to my Jesus name, bro.
Number plate.
Murdered me. And yo, I got woke immediately. Like, don't call me by this name.
So when Mildred walked out of her office, you were nowhere to be found.
No, dude, like shame. You know, like those vibes. You ever seen like when a girl saves your life and protects you? Saved my life, bro. I was like, got in between, whatever, and then
That's crazy. So she saved you from getting clapped.
annihilated.
And more
dog.
smack.
And then it was like Vaya. They were like Vaya. I get like 1 hour later. I went home. I was like,
Okay, but now, as a stand-up comic, you're not gonna clap back.
clever. Oh, we pan.
He just panned.
Oh, yeah. This is next one. Yeah, that's
How long did it take before you saw again?
before I saw her again.
Or was that the
Before you saw
breakup?
again, or was that the last time you saw her?
I saw her that evening.
And out. New year, new
You
you.
didn't learn your lesson.
It was the 31st, bro. New year, new
Boss
you.
is a man shaile. What am Bulai. I mean, you've already beaten me up, dog. Like, I gotta get something out of the game too, right? Like, I gotta get something out of this too. I mean, man shaile already. Like, I've had my beating. But like it was scary, bro. Like, you know when like a stranger is just walking and they have got like the vibe of like the dude, like the dreads there, and I was like, oh my god, he's here, and it's just somebody else, like post-traumatic stress.
Yeah. So how many threads
Yeah.
you just
Yeah, like I had post-traumatic stress for a while, like that was the worst club I've ever had in my life.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So manga velupi Zulu manje nje.
I'm old now. Those things don't happen. Like,
Okay.
I shouldn't be. Yeah, I shouldn't be in a fight.
Yeah,
I'm
so
too old
nemali
now.
you grow and you good.
Yeah, nah, I'm like, sorry.
Nah.
so we need to actually reach out. Clement, if you're watching,
Apologize.
Clement,
sir.
apologize. Please. Till today, KG doesn't jump on buses because of you, Clement. So did it make you a believer after Utlapiwa and you could hear sounds in the background? Did it make you a believer in the Lord? I get what you said. You started hearing background sounds.
Dude, you know, like
You saw the light.
I think like it's that time, right, where that time you got smacked and you laughed about it.
Mm.
And then you told dudes dude, I just got smacked, and then went, really, you know what I mean? It
Then
was,
it's done.
yeah,
There's no videos.
There was no shame for I got smacked. There
wasn't
no
on
videos.
YouTube.
It's a story that you get to relay. Imagine, oh, we got smacked. You know what I mean? Like there was a point. My friend Swoo's bachelor party. We got smacked as a group.
Whoa, guys. Whoa.
Like a group of us we just got our ass handed to us. Like,
How many of you?
It's me, it's Sizwe, it's Kustas,
Yes,
The names, yo.
Tolo, Mo's friend.
What happened? Wait, what happened? Whoa.
We go to Smooth's bachelor party. It's in Hartebees.
Was also smacked the groomsman.
Everybody's got smacked, bro. We just like we ran away. We just got into cars and we just got smacked, bro. You just like even today we laugh about it. It's just like
Wait, what happened? Bachelors? Was there a show of sorts that was happening?
no, it's not even a show. We just dudes like Rapapa. We going to a bachelor, whatever. We arrive in our car and we just like we're having fun. Like I think like the
I'm sorry,
dope thing-
guys. KG said 4-3. That was enough. Yo.
Yeah, I think the thing about us is like we just like
Ah, man.
we're so comfortable in our skins that we just have fun. Right?
Yeah.
And it's- And I think for other people it's
Uncomfortable.
addictive. Like people want to hang out with people that are having fun.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
And then there were these girls that were there with some dudes. And then they wanted to hang out. I don't know what happened between my dudes and that group.
I think I get it.
All I know is that Sizwe was getting smacked. And then we were like, yo, you can't do that to Sizwe. We thought there was many of us. We were like, Sizwe, you can't. They were like, I can't do. They've got reinforcements. Stop. And my cousin Tolo was driving. Tolo Amur.
Little.
Tolo Amur. Tolo's got.
Yeah.
And then Tolo is like in the car. We're like, Tolo's like, he's like, I can't tell you money. We're like, hey. Dude, we ran out of our years, bro.
That's crazy.
But it's like we were young, and it's that vibe of like it happened, and it was
We got beaten as a group.
Like,
Yeah, oh, we got proper as a
Bashai
group,
sees we're long,
like, yo, we got, like, I remember calling my wife on the way, Barbeta, Rataba. Rataba.
That's love.
That's
You
love,
phoned
man.
Ellen immediately.
Ellen.
Like we're driving out of the place and then we see Smooth driving a different direction. Like, Smooth. But look, now we have to go fetch. Dude, like,
Can I ask a question, KG?
yeah.
Your group of friends, are you guys funny?
With each other.
Because I think that's the first problem, eh?
Yeah, like,
When there's girls around and you funny, and the other bruiser, and then
do you know what I think it is? I think we are not cool people. And we are okay with that.
Yes. So you're comfortable,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you make
like-
everyone else around you comfortable.
feel comfortable.
Yeah, like we're not cool people, but we're just us. We like the uncool kids, and we've made peace with that,
Mhm.
right? Like
mhm.
we, hey man,
Yeah.
we're
and,
not. We're just us,
And some people are
and it
like,
just works.
focus on the flex and the show
Yeah,
off.
like
and
there's
the,
no flex. We
Yeah.
have nothing to flex about.
You gotta
That's the thing.
You gotta be comfortable in your own skin, you know? And
Yeah.
understand that people do certain things a certain way, and
Mhm.
other people do certain things a certain way.
Yeah, bruh. So like our vibe was like, yeah, we're going to this, and then our friends who smoke weed, I did too at the point, but and then it was like on top of the car and a plate, and I think the girls wanted to smoke it with the dudes, and it was a whole thing, right? But we were just doing us. We
Yep.
were just like,
being real.
And then the cool guys got intimidated.
yeah, you know,
Yeah,
like
the cool
and then
guys.
Mo was in like an Uno, and then there was like cars being revved. Like people were revving nice cars.
Someone was revving
And
an
then
Uno.
and then Mo was like, I'm gonna rev an Uno, and then Mo was like, and it was terrible.
Ladies and gentlemen,
bad.
for the first time on Popcorn and
But,
Cheese,
You know, like it was bad, but we were like, yeah.
You were pampering him.
but that's what, like,
But we knew
he's
knew,
real
like,
about it. Yeah.
that we shouldn't be. We are like, you know, those dudes in bikes, like, vroom, vroom, vroom. And then we are going to rev our Uno
Uno.
boss. And then we revved most. And then, dude, it was funny for us.
That's what I mean.
But it was contagious for
yes.
The situation.
You know what
for
I mean?
Everyone was seeing.
dog.
The guys in the
It went out of
BMs
hand.
were
it went out
feeling
of hand.
pressure.
Yo, we got our butts handed to us. It was
Because
beautiful.
it doesn't make sense to the cool guys that, you know, we here with our bikes, we here with our BMs.
We're looking
These
good,
guys
we
revving
fresh,
an Uno,
and the girls
smoke-
are going crazy.
smoking weed on a plate
Yep.
on
You
top
know,
of
like-
a car.
Yeah, like they were drying the weed on the thing, like the sun. I think it was too wet. Like let's leave it there, and then we'll just like it was just like
Some-
dysfunctional in the most functional
real
way. It was
niggas.
nice.
I think that's the secret, right? Is being comfortable with who you are, being comfortable with what you do. Like Robot last week when we had CT on the show.
Yes. I was
he-
comfortable
He took out
with the way I ate my
he took
Kit
out
Kat.
a Kit Kat,
No,
eh?
no,
and
no,
he bit it.
no. This,
I get a Kit Kat is like this.
no, man.
Guys, why are you saying no? Where is it
And
written
it threw
that
Titi off because he's like,
thou out?
It's an unwritten rule.
Unwritten.
Unwritten rules exist. A Kit Kat you break.
Says who?
one
Right.
by one. I get
Says
Yeah,
who?
one by one. Like, eh?
one by
It's
one.
an unwritten rule, Chief. Like,
No, Chief. For so long as it's not written
No.
anywhere that
yeah,
thou
like,
out
like
devour
you
a
must give a
wafer
Kit Kat
in
to
thy
somebody
manner.
who's never had a Kit Kat before. They'll go. "Ta." I think the thing about it is that it's the snap, man. It's a snap.
yes. There's
You're doing it wrong. As a snap, there's a or yeah, you know, like
because otherwise they would have made it just as a flat slab
yeah,
and
guys,
write
let me-
write Kit Kat once.
let me
but
tell
they've
you.
written Kit Kat 4 times.
you have gone and put coriander momohodum. That's
Let
what
me, let me tell you.
you've put coriander and then you're like, where does it say we don't put coriander here?
Where
we
does
don't
it
do
say?
those things.
He that eateth a wafer in thy manner shall not see the light of Nestle. Guys.
Yeah, like you
No.
went and you chop back coriander. Like, fa. No, chief.
So I'm wrong.
Yes.
No, but that's what we're saying is that
Give me a break.
you must be comfortable in your own it. But give me a break. hey. No, Tony,
No,
you
but
must be-
yeah,
you must be
comfortable in your own
comfortable.
skin.
Yeah, you must be
Yes.
comfortable.
Like I'm the Chiefs, abo?
Yes.
Pops is the popcorn.
Cool.
Big respect.
No,
All
you-
right,
And
dope.
KG is the KGs.
You must be. That's the thing. It's about comfortability. Do
Yes.
what's right to
Yes.
you. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Yeah. And your comfortability will make others uncomfortable. That's
Yes.
that's
Yes.
that's the lesson here.
You talking about being uncomfortable, right? So Mzee and I are like big church boys. You know.
Okay.
Are you a church man, or are you a spiritual man?
I used to be a church man. I was
Uh-huh.
so much of a church man. I danced for Pope John Paul II when he was here in '94. I was in it.
Wait, whoa.
Like I was
Whoa,
in
whoa,
it.
whoa. Danced.
Yeah?
Whoa. You danced for a pope. How?
Yeah, you know when there's somebody important in the country, they always get black kids to come dance.
So you dance for the Pope.
Wait.
Like when you're an important foreigner.
Song and dance, please.
Yeah, when you're an important foreigner, they get black kids to dance, do the dance thing.
Yeah.
They get the colored people with the umbrellas. Indian people, you know,
So
like
what were you doing?
No, like there was like a traditional dance with the kids, come dance during mass, like the Pope's mass at Gosforth Park. Gosforth Park, yeah. The Pope was doing mass there, and then they had chosen like kids to do a choreography vibe, Kamashoba, you know, an African what.
Yeah.
Thinking my bob, like like we had two dances, like Catholic people, like during Gloria, and then after communion, like we were dancing. So I'm used to be like in the church. Now I'm spiritual. Now I respect it. I respect it. I respect it. I respect this place. I just don't believe that it's for me.
Okay. And that's how I came to that, right? It's about being comfortable. So
Yes.
you obviously you've grown up in the church. You know you come from a background and family and what from a
Yeah.
church. Then to pivot and to go, I actually want to follow spirituality.
Yeah.
How does it make the people around you feel? How does it make Ellen feel? How does it make the family feel?
My mother had difficulty with it because my mother is a church person, and she would have loved that we exist in that space,
In that space.
right? But I don't know. Maybe at some point my mind will change again. But for now, it's like I don't believe. Like I don't believe that this is my savior, but I'm okay with him being your savior, and I encourage it. So I respect church the same way I respect Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, whatever. I think these are important institutions for people who believe in them, and then we must protect them for those people. But
That's very.
we must.
That's a good
Yeah.
statement.
So
Yeah.
my thing is, I'll fight for your freedom to worship. Like I want you to worship, but for me, it's not. It's not for me.
What is for you?
African spirituality is for me. Seeing Ngaka is for me. Phahla is for me. That I do regularly. Like, and it's wild to do it in Cape Town. You just Phahla Table Mountain. Like, Phahla Table Mountain. You know when you see fires in Table Mountain, you're like, yo, that is really. But Imo did not accept this part.
The culture.
Like,
Switching up the culture.
yeah, that's for me.
Say, what's this brother
You know,
doing here?
and then my dad became Isangoma, like, and
Oh,
then like, like the easy reference and the idea that these are my people and that makes sense for me. And I figure like I figure
Was it
like
an
if I'm
influence thing?
wrong with the church, I will be in the right because I don't, like I don't.
You don't know.
No, like you know the vibe.
No,
I don't
he said that
kill. I
like
don't
5
steal. I
times.
don't.
Yes, you're still a
the
good
rules,
dude.
like good,
the
like,
rules are still
the values are the
there.
same.
The values are
The
still
principles,
there.
yeah,
It's-
yeah.
You still follow
it's-
the commandments.
Yeah, like it's how we get there. That's different, and that's okay.
So was it influence with
That's
dad?
dope,
Did you
bro.
and dad know that?
No,
that he's
dudes.
seeking
Like
this
I
path
think
and-
the person that had the most influence was my uncle. Like when my dad became Isangoma, I was already like far ahead in terms of that thinking. My uncle just like gave me books and stuff to read, and then a lot of them
What are these
became
books?
increasingly like anti. Like, dude, we read everything. Wiki Wationgo, Ikuyama. We read, dog. My uncle just David Icke there, Zachariah Sitchin. He just brought stuff like read this thing.
Yes.
like
the reason why I'm asking is because
Also-
we get this information from
Yeah.
people.
also
We
my
don't know
uncle
that there's
was
books.
my uncle was cool. Like it was like the coolest guy I knew. Right? He dressed well. He looked good. He had knowledge. He had the gift of the game. He was good with the ladies. He was, and I liked that vibe about him. And I think that's where the influence came from.
Because you
And
almost
then,
drove
and
to
then
wanting
what's
to be
wild
like
is that
him.
at some point he accepted Jesus Christ as his Lord and Savior. And I was like, what are you doing?
During
know
the
what I mean?
Sangomation or
No, but
No, the
that's my
uncle.
uncle, not my
The
dad.
dad is the,
yeah,
that's the uncle. some of the
like,
uncle.
yeah. And then it was like, hey, what the hell? And then like he stayed in that space, but I was already like far too deep in terms of like what I was thinking. And sometimes, you know what it is? Sometimes you find a thing. It's like people who switch churches. You find a church that just works for you. You grow up in the Catholic Church or go Wesel and you discover Universal Church and it works. So you discover Bushiri and he just works like.
and then he leaves you.
And then he leaves you and then you find him on the internet. You know what I mean? But I don't have beef with that. Like you found the thing that works for you, dog. Like
Yeah.
So would you say
you
you
know.
found it or was it a calling? Because whenever we talk about spirituality and Ntotsabadimu, we always people always like, I got a calling.
I think there's a general South Africa has a general sort of like a general awakening of like spirituality. There's a general like if you go like 20 years ago, you started seeing Niga Kamostrading like open. You don't even see it at this level in other African countries when you travel. Like you know what I mean? You don't see that level of practice. But South Africa just generally had this. And I think even with the church, with the Catholic Church, they had like an enculturation mass where they squeeze in elements of the African culture into the mass itself. You know what I mean? I think for me that was like wild. Like I think when I saw that, it felt like the church is scared that black people were going to leave and find themselves
Run
like,
away.
after freedom. I'm not saying that was the case.
So relocate.
I'm saying
so they
like
thought,
in my
squeezing
mind,
in.
I was like, you guys, this is risk and compliance department going like, this is what we have to. Do you know what I mean? And once you see drums in the church and then horns getting blown in the church, you go like, let's investigate more.
Pops.
No, take your mind
dog.
You see horns being blown.
No,
in the church.
no,
No,
church.
We're talking about church.
Don't blow your own
Man was
horn.
dancing for a pope. What?
Don't blow your own
come
horn.
on.
Yeah, dude, I think that was that. And did I find it? Did it find me? I don't know. I think generally South Africa is just at that space. And I think if you went into TikTok which might contradict my last statement a little bit. If you go in, you'll find like a group of Africans that are finding themselves. And I think it has to happen because the conversations are land and decolonization and da. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Africans finding themselves, what. So that is part of the larger conversation. That will always happen.
On TikTok. Speaking of people finding themselves on social media, didn't they find that other brewer?
What other?
What other brewer?
Guys, Twitter found this other brewer.
Oh, Thabo Bester. No, I don't think they found him. They found out about him.
How are we getting such news over Twitter? Can't our investigators are like country ninjas?
I don't think we have.
Dog, we don't
Yeah,
have those
we
guys.
don't have
eh?
those things.
We don't have.
Yeah,
dog.
if you want investigators, go on Twitter.
Yeah,
Twitter has real
bruh,
investigators.
Twitter CSI is a real place.
Dog.
Yo,
Yeah.
Twitter CSI solved. I don't know. You know, remember with the whole with AKA's shooting as well.
Yeah.
It was Twitter that did the whole investigation. Showed us this. Showed us the angles. We got all of that from Twitter before we got it from the police. So this Thabo Bester thing,
This is right here, bro.
it's right here.
There's no editor. You don't have to
I
wait
won't
for the
lie.
approval. Of,
The cops
Release now.
said, I think a week later, the cops said we can confirm that it was an assassination. A week later.
oh, snap.
We knew immediately after the thing had happened.
I get the cops said no, it was a drive-by.
The cop story didn't make any
So
sense.
the cops were not making sense. No,
have the
no,
cops
it
said
was a
anything
drive-by.
about Tabo?
So bruh, do you think they're gonna say anything about Thabo? First of all, let's discuss how Thabo used the plot of the movie Life
Life.
to get out of prison.
Dude,
How lazy are you as an escape artist?
Thabo is like Shawshank Redemption, Michael Schofield, and Jason Bourne in one. I'm not even angry with him. Like I'm only angry with him because they caught him at Woolworths.
Woolworths.
So you
No,
got,
life's good
You got
now.
cocky, dog. You
No,
got
he's
cocky,
living
dog.
life now. Now things
Yeah, he
are
got
up
cocky.
now.
You got cocky, dog. Like,
Because had
like,
he gone to a boxer store,
Ah,
no
was
one
gonna
would have
see.
had a quality enough
dog.
camera to capture him like that.
What are
Yeah,
you trying to say
what
about
did
people
you say
that...
yesterday?
I'm saying what the problem is, whatever he wanted, whatever craving he had, is only sold at
Woolworths.
Yeah, dog. Is that lemon swirl cheesecake? He was like,
and asparagus.
Asparagus.
yeah, I gotta have lemon swirl.
Swell cheesecake.
Dog.
You couldn't go to Hungry Lion.
Dog,
I hear
like,
your lemon squeezed what go Hungry Lion.
it's like, but why would you go to Woolworths Suntain? dog?
With the laziest disguise ever.
Yeah, like you got cocky. Like,
He said the Usher shades and then straight back.
yeah, dude, it's you know, like there's vibes where you're like, okay,
This is where I'd risk it.
you run a business, people thinking for you is nice times. Like I respect that you did that. Like your level of criminality is
Also, isn't
you are
it just
good
like a
at.
year or so?
Yeah, like
Yeah, so he was in jail. He changed his identity in jail. This is from what we're getting from the Twitter investigators.
Apparently.
yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
He ran his operation from prison, right? Because there was a time he did a Zoom call to a room full of people in Joburg as his new character, which was something Motsepe. Tom Motsepe. Yes, his new name was
criminals
Tom
are
Motsepe. So he had like a Zoom call and he told everyone in the room that he's overseas, sorting out deals.
I mean,
He was dressed in the Zoom.
dude,
The disguise.
Dressed to the T. And then there were people of influence in that place that sang him happy birthday. Allegedly.
yo,
Mom Yvonne Chaka Chaka. Happy. That's what I'm not saying.
cons, dog.
Happy birthday, Tom Motsepe. Prison. Then this guy realizes, oh no, this thing is working. I've got a proper business. People, I've got the momentum.
They believe me.
So then he goes, I can't do this from jail, guys. We need to expand. I need to get out.
Michael Schofield.
Someone said, I've got a plan.
Because they just
Instead,
watched the movie.
They just watch Life.
So fake fire.
Because in the movie Life, Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy, They try to escape the whole time they're in jail.
Mm.
Then they find 2 bodies from the morgue in the prison, because the prison has a morgue. That's where all the dead prisoners go. So they pulled 2 dead prisoners and they put them in their room, and then they set the room alight.
So,
El Chapo.
Cell.
Pops has never been to prison in their room. Hayi bo. Echele. Ikamera echele. Pops. Mabe qotha ungena ekamereni. Pops. Guys. Okay, in their cell.
Yes.
So that they're not like sellouts or whatever. Then they.
Hey.
No, guys. And then there was a fire.
Hey. Do you honestly haven't been following?
But yeah, so he did the same thing, but except he didn't have a body. So he got 1 body, obviously to substitute him. But also he wasn't clinical in the thinking. Like I don't think he had a corpse selection.
Dude, he was clinical.
No, he wasn't, because the corpse.
Apparently the corpse was shorter than him.
The corpse that he chose was shorter.
No,
I was
dude.
chatting Nesna like a full beard. I don't know.
No, it was
Like,
clinical. I'll tell you what, it worked until he went to Woolworths.
Oh,
Had he not gone to Woolworths, we
we
wouldn't,
wouldn't have
known.
discovered what the guy's shorter. He had a
Yeah,
marble
those
eye.
details were
Also, the escape
Neither here nor
partner
there.
now is being.
yeah, like those things would not have happened. This is the problem with South African criminals.
Is they want to shine.
They get cocky.
They get yeah.
It's like the guys that did that heist, then bought cars the next day.
You know what I mean?
And went
they-
back to cars.
Yeah.
I want to Lamborghini to a cars. Good.
Dibra, but yesterday you were driving a Nissan 1400 and now you... dog.
So had he not gone to Woolworths?
Ow. That's the... dude, you can't go to...
But there's things I can imagine that you miss when you're in prison, you know? You probably miss
No,
the
but
ladies
get
if
it.
you're a ladies' man.
No, but get somebody
And
to... You can order those things.
Online.
Yeah, maybe he missed the feeling of being goody fridging the way.
Yeah, man, I out there na raki fridge huri.
It was a hot day. You're like, I want to be goody fridging.
Because he was in a full tracksuit, so he
know,
came
yeah,
prepared.
He needed that aircon
Sometimes they've
there.
got like a sprinkler there. Like, it doesn't make you wet, but it's like sprinkling, but
sprinkling.
you don't get wet. Like
You wanted
the
to
water
hear-
dries up on your skin. Like, maybe he was like, I miss this feeling.
You wanted to hear the announcement. Next
Yeah.
customer, please.
Next
Tell us
customer,
this.
please.
Please make sure you have your My Woolworths and school card ready.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, Pops.
yeah, it's that thing where you
That
go.
was too clean, eh?
He must have. Dude.
He was missing the feeling.
I
of
KG is
different
giving the
circle.
vibe. Now I think after he's going to a Woolworths, look at him.
Yeah, sometimes you just like, I miss the feeling of being goody fridging. You know? You know what else is there, bruh? Like,
Yo.
what else can be there? Like, I don't see how you are so good. You do a business, you fool everyone.
You escape.
Like he's the
You make
Tinder
it
swindler.
out.
He's like the Tinder
And
swindler.
also, no one cared. Like, it was sharp.
Yeah, like
They
cares.
thought, Hashem.
He's killed the game, bruh.
Asparagus took him down.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. That's
Hey. He wanted to, because you want to choose.
Look,
Because
I want
apparently he
seedless
was with-
grapes.
Seedless grapes.
Yeah,
But he wasn't alone. Apparently, he was with the doctor. That was part of the case.
Yeah. But I think whoever took the picture was not taking a picture of Thabo Bester himself. I
Mm.
think there was a situation going on.
No,
They take a picture.
yeah, I think the person taking the picture was maybe like a shocked person. Maybe their bill was like Boma 4,000. Someone was like, yo, hi people, groceries. Saka.
Oh,
Seedless grapes.
Yeah.
void. Let's chop void.
But look, you guys, you have nothing to worry about. When you go back to Cape Town, you don't have to worry about a Thabo Bester on the loose. You guys in Cape Town, you kind of seem like you've got things together. I was there like a month ago or a couple of
Cape
weeks
Town
ago.
doesn't have things together,
But
bro.
I was driving. I drove for about 3-4 days. There was no potholes.
Wait, you drove for 3-4 days?
Yeah, it's
I had a car.
Oh, I mean, like, it sounds like you're saying for 3 days. Like,
yeah, but it's those spaces, right?
The-
It's that
yeah.
right, like Cape Town is like a bad family. Like that shows you only the good parts.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
don't
because I was like, yeah.
like if like you had to put like pictures of Cape Town in a postcard, you'd like the postcard would have Camps Bay, wine, like you know what I mean? You don't see the other parts of Stellenbosch that are. Do you know what I mean? And that's that apartheid spatial planning where like even when you're in Cape Town and it's lit, there's like violence. It's like it doesn't
get to you guys. It doesn't.
It feels like it's happening in Joburg.
Ow!
No, but it's that apartheid shit, bro. Like it's that, like the way you're saying is perfect. Where you go like,
You're saying it's well instructed.
no, it's
Conducted.
The
What's the word?
structure of it. The
I know you said,
structure of
Lama
it
Mike,
is,
English, Lama Mike Kanti.
you know, like the hood is dangerous. Like
Yes.
it's dangerous.
Yes,
like
yes.
you'd get like the stats talking about Nyanga is the most dangerous hood in the
In the country.
the meta rate is like it's
but
those
it's in
vibes.
Cape Town where
You know what I
everything
mean?
runs
They'd be like,
well and
Yeah, like when you start thinking Nyanga, Delft, anywhere in the Cape Flats, you're like, this is lit. You know, like it's lit. Like you read about that on the news. Like I met gangsters for the first time in my life, like real gangsters on a movie shoot. Like real gangsters, bro. Like
were they extras or were they walking past the set?
no, like it's like a gangster movie. I don't know when it's coming out. Janvor shot this dope gangster movie, bro.
And they bought
And I had a
real
pop.
gangsters.
Dude, I was like, yeah, they had like real gangsters, and like the way and what they had planned was like so beautifully done. And the dude was like, we're going to have real gangsters. I was like, dope. And I'm playing a security guard, right? And I'm dressed as a security guard. I'm playing the role of Vusi, right? And then I rang assistant director, hey, Vusi, welcome. You know, like, welcome. Okay, you look good, whatever. And then they introduced me to the guy. Like, hey, so-and-so, this is your boss, Vusi. And then they were like, Dimasnimi, Basni. And there was a F word in there. And then I was like, oh, it's real. Oh. And then me and the assistant director were like, yes. Oh. And then we went in the security booth, bro. And between takes, the dude started like playing dice. But me, I'm on stand-up. I'm on standby, bro. I'm on standby, so I'm in the room. And then the dude went, Are you playing? And I was like, no. And he was like, then get the F out of here.
Yeah!
And the F out I got. I was like, okay. Scary, bro. Like, but those are the things that they won't show you about Cape Town. They won't show you that
That's so crazy.
Gooks is lit, dog. Gooks is lit. Like, it's lit. So the manicure that you see is the manicure that belongs to the tourist spaces.
Okay.
Right? Like, it's there, but everywhere else is not as, you know.
So
And I know somebody watching this will go, yeah, it's like that in the whole country. What? We're speaking about Cape Town specifically, right?
So did you guys participate in the shutdown?
People participated.
In
You see how he quickly
People
did you guys?
People
No, so
went.
the people, you know, like that guy in the 11 interview.
personally, I
No, there used to
supported.
be.
Me personally, I supported from
Sydney.
far,
From the comfort of your
but
home?
I mean support. People went.
There's a SABC crew that actually they got robbed of their
Yeah, there was a SABC crew that got robbed during the
shutdown.
in Cape Town.
This is South Africa. This
Guys, there was that other bro that got mugged live, most also.
On the news,
this is
yeah.
South Africa.
While he was
bro.
doing
And
a
we are
link.
here, Silana.
Yeah, this is South Africa, dog. Like, South Africa, like, you have to tell. Do you know what South Africa needs? It needs a user manual.
Yes.
You know, like a how-to
Yeah,
South
how
Africa.
to.
Like, even South Africans must get the user manual.
Even we
Yes.
need it.
Yeah, even us, we
So
need a
that when
user
something
manual.
happens to you, we go, didn't you see page,
Yeah, but
page
this-
4? It says on page 4.
You know what I mean? Chapter.
Close your windows at the robot.
Yeah, like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, South Africa needs a user manual. That's what I firmly believe in.
Nah, we hear you, man. So, okay, so KG, I know you're only with us for a short time.
Sir.
You're only with us for a nice time, not a long time.
Sir.
You're going back to the first world in Cape Town.
Yeah.
What are you working on now? Is there anything you want to plug? You know what I mean?
I think if you're outside of Cape Town, I'm going to be touring my show Not Safe for Woke.
Not safe.
Not safe.
For woke.
Not Safe for Woke, NSFW, yeah.
It's not safe for woke people.
For woke, yeah. It's because it's not because I try and make people mad, but I just say things.
That make people mad.
Yeah, and the disclaimer is in the name of the show, right? Like it's not things will be said, and that's what it is. I don't think it's offensive at all. I think it's a beautifully written show. If I do say it myself, it's really dope. Look out for it. I'm gonna be doing it in Kenya, in Nairobi, in Dar es Salaam, Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and then Joburg, Cape Town, hopefully PE and East London to Pretoria.
And for the cheese boys and the cheese girls that are watching now, I know what kind of comic you are. Robert knows what kind of comic you are. What kind of comic would you say KG is? What can we
Define you
anticipate? Yeah.
as.
Do you? Yes, like this is such a difficult question. I don't know.
You're just a
I
funny
don't
dude.
I don't even have a definition for myself. My delivery's got a lot of pauses, it's slow. The jokes are thought out. Right? Like
Smart,
I question
smart.
I do the type of comedy that questions everyone, including Mandela. Like that's like if you're into that vibe,
Wednesday, no Monday.
Tata Abantu.
you have to come to the show. I see it's not safe for woke. Like it's that space of like
Okay.
let's have a discussion about
Let's go.
Everything.
the realisticness of a dude coming out of jail and then becoming a president. We are not saying he was a bad person. We are saying, did we miscalculate?
So where
I'm not
people
saying
draw
he
the
was a
line.
great guy. I'm not even talking about, oh, we got sold out. Hey, no, but
So where
I've
people
got
draw the
uncles in
line.
jail.
I think yeah.
they are not in a position. And they haven't been there for 27 years. They've been here for like 3 weeks. They are not in a position to enter negotiations
To be
on behalf of the country.
to
No.
even be in the cabinet.
You understand? You went to jail for 27 years. Now you're negotiating on behalf of the country. I'm not saying he was a bad person. I'm saying now that
We
it's
here.
not too soon anymore, right? Like we've had time,
We've had time. We've healed. We've mourned.
we've healed. Now we can discuss in hindsight. Was this was this a
the best decision.
there were dudes at home.
For 27 years.
Dog, you know, like, dude, you gotta think about things. 27 years ago, dog, like, dude, there was no cell phones, there was no color TV. You understand? Like 27 years. Think about things that happened 27 years ago. And then a dude rocks up now.
Ready to lead.
You're like, yeah, you're a good leader, but maybe let's make you minister of
Electricity.
fisheries. If we have to have you, let's make you minister of, you know what I mean?
Something.
Yeah, like see, it's not for everyone. It's not. I'll tell you what. My comedy is not for everyone.
Yes.
I don't want it to be for everyone.
Yes.
It's not. I can go but it's not like I.
It's
I
not,
don't
it's
want
not all.
it to be
It's
for
like
everyone.
Yes.
I also, like, as a comic, want you to feel things. If you feel anger, if you feel happy, like, I want you to feel something. Like, there's a thing, right?
Yes.
Like I started discussing, like, corruption now. Like, in that vibe, like, of, like,
hey.
maybe let's have levels of corruption that we are willing to accept. Maybe let's go. Here are the levels, though. Because we are not beating it. But maybe if we go level 1 to level 10,
Hectic.
Okay.
And we let you become corrupt in those levels.
At a, like, to a certain extent.
To a certain extent.
So that we also
We're
aware
wasting
of the,
time,
yes.
dog. Like, you know, like...
I won't lie, that's a crazy point, though.
Yeah, but that's the vibe.
We're
like,
not beating corruption.
dude,
Might as
like,
well
like
just,
I talk about nuclear whatever. Like, oh,
Oh, man.
I talk about...
Oh, man. It's a...
Yeah,
it's a
dog. Like,
beautiful-
there is nothing I don't talk about in the thing. But I'm also like aware that it's not for
everyone.
and I'm very okay with that.
And you know what? I'll go as far as to say, yes, it might not be for everyone, but it is for everyone.
Yes.
Because
People need to
the
hear
way in
it.
which you deliver your comedy makes me understand what you're talking about at all times.
Yeah.
I get it. You pushing the envelope, and you talk about particular topics that most comics don't talk about.
Yes.
But I think with you, and that's why you're up there with like my favorite comics of all time.
Oh, thank you. I
Not
appreciate
not just essay, just general
Big
global
respect.
scale.
Thank you.
Is that people who come and watch you fall into a rhythm.
Yes.
There's a rhythm about how you set up, how you deliver, and how you question everything.
Yes.
So it might not be for everyone, but everyone who ever watches it will enjoy it. They will get it.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, I think so. Like,
Yeah.
I think so. Like,
So-
dude, you know, I have like question like vaccines.
Hey,
I'm at that
all
point
right,
where I feel like, you know, like that vibe of like, I'm like, maybe I messed up. I shouldn't have. You know when people just die. You know when people just die, you're like, yo, is that vaccine? I don't. You know, like that vibe. Like,
Yeah.
You know when you start getting woozy, like yo.
So are you
yo.
taking jabs at the health department?
Oh, he just spun again. Hey,
Okay.
hey.
Hey?
All right, so
Wrap
ladies
it
and
up,
gents, we
yeah.
don't want to give away too much of the show. Make sure you catch Not Safe for Woke. We're gonna put your tag. We're gonna put your social media tag
All right,
so
so
people can follow you.
Yeah, man.
We'll always you'll always get the update from KG's page, but we'll also post it on our page and our own individual pages when he comes through. To the Cheese Boys and the Cheese Girls, thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you for all your comments. Everything you guys say, we literally take and we apply to every episode.
We live, baby, from Parkhurst Streaming Studios.
Yes, and
Yeah.
if you ever want to podcast, if you ever want to shoot anything, if you ever want to do an online conference, maybe you're not from this country and you want to get married and your family's in another country, we can host your wedding here and then broadcast it to
Green screen.
the people back home if it's a country that has Wi-Fi and electricity. All you got to do is make sure to come to Stream In Studios. Stream In Studios right here in Parkhurst, First Avenue West, right down the road from some of the most amazing restaurants in Johannesburg. So when you're in, pull up any podcasting needs, shooting needs, green screen, we're all here. But from me, the popcorn, and from Mzi, the cheese.
The cheese, that stays great. The corn that always pops. Popcorn and cheese.
We out. Big shout out to KG.
Halala, thank you for
Awe.
having me. Itara. Halala. Let's go.
My dog.
Alright.
Kalebucha,
Sure,
my
boss.
friend.
Robopops, awubiza ama-cheese girl nama-cheese boy da. We motivate, then we laugh as well. Stay on brand, never hard to sell. Got real chats, nama LOL. So we both got gang and we blessed as hell. Siyadlala story, petting nama guest and I said moy. You want nama bundles, not of joy. Said it's pop pops and robot boy. Popcorn and cheese. Yeah? Popcorn and cheese. Popcorn and cheese. Popcorn and cheese.